Well folks, it's December 12th. I have been trapping. I haven't been catching much. Aeronautical squirrels and red squirrels. Lately I've been just trapping right beside the main road. Our weather's been all buggered up. So this has been the first catch in, I don't know, 2 or 3 checks, a couple of weeks. Nice big old fisher, ever dark. Meat's still in the box. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and fight that out of the trap. I'll just bring it home and let it thaw out. Pardon me. That's the second fisher off this trap line. Unfortunately, the best day that I've had on this trap line was for Martin, and I didn't have the camera. Today's plan is to set a couple of beaver houses. So hopefully we see on down the line. Oh, that was interesting. Anticlimactic. Oh, you buggers. Well, we're down a few traps in the string. See, the fox has been coming to check out the sets. Oh! Oh, that's a surprise. No, that looks like a little female. Huh. Nice and dark. Meat's still there. Oh, that's cool. Alright. See you on down the line. Well, unfortunately, not all boxes can be winners. Yeah, alright folks, we're down to our 2 last traps here. Now, I seen the springs on the one that's over there. I got one down here by this creek. Yeah, there's the trap there. I don't know if this camera will pick it up. It's on a big poplar tree right over here. Down over yonder. Down over yonder. There's another bait robber. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So we got a lake right here, and I'll show you in a little bit. I got a beaver house. We'll try and make it out too. Alright folks, truck's right there up on top of that hill. The last set we checked is in this, where am I here? Anyways, there's a clump of pine somewhere right here. That was the last box I had out. Now if I 180, boom, we got a feed bed. So far, I chiseled down 3 inches and I haven't broke through, so we'll see how this goes. Small beaver house. I think it was the last beaver I pulled last year was off of this lake. It was more towards the end of the bay there. Almost looks like another feed bed way up there, but anyways. Alright, so we got a beaver house here. I am going to turn you guys off, check the ice, see if I can smash in a few sets. Need a little more chop chop. Big shout out to all my fellow trappers. Camo. We don't have a whole lot of snow. Here it gets cold, like -10, -15 for a couple of days, and then it warms up, -4, -5. Then we have days in the pluses and rain, and then it goes back to cold, and then we're all over the map here. Our weather's slightly unpredictable at the moment. Fur Whiz, congratulations on your wolves. Terry McClellan. If you guys don't watch Terry, you should look him up. Been taking out quite a few marten lately. I think he said he's up to 20 or so. Another fellow Canadian. All right, so let's see. Well, of course my safety can't stay on. So there's bottom, and we don't want the trap falling over while it's sitting on the ground. Now, if it was -35 out, I probably wouldn't want to be playing with water here, but it's only -4, so it's not too bad. Wrap this guy up. Same with this one. Okay. Trap number 1 is in. All right, folks. So, I'm going to see if I can make it to the other side of this feed bed without getting wet. I didn't bring a life jacket with me, so... And I'm going to set up the same one on the other side. Now folks, one thing I have noticed, had I put the springs the other way, this stick wouldn't have been an issue. But over there I got the trigger on the top side, this one I got the trigger on the bottom side. So we'll see, do a bit of an experiment and see if it honestly even matters. Now I know some of you are going to ask, where's Curly? Curly was out with me last weekend. We didn't catch anything. I did have the camera, I just didn't film anything. Might have made a technical error in judgment. On our outing. All right. I'm kind of liking the 330 baited sets. This is honestly something you could rig up at home. Have your wire already on your traps. Have all your sticks, your bait poles made up, wired to the traps, just come out, chisel holes, drop them in. I like the snare poles. If you guys have been watching me for a while, I lost a snare pole last year, which was kind of a tick off. I still do like using them. Snares are a lot easier to carry than 330s. But I find with snaring, you got to worry about other aspects. Right now we have no snow, or very little. There's 2 inches on the ice. So if I were to set snare poles, I wouldn't be able to cover it in. And our nights are like -4. So the hole freezing over could be an issue. Anyways, it's one beaver house set. I'm at the south end of the grounds. Now I'm heading up to the north end. Off the main highway, I have a house to set. I trapped it last year. I was called for a nuisance job this spring on it, and it looks like it's live again, so I'll go throw some traps in her. All right, folks. If I don't film it, stay frosty.